ก่อนที่จะมีสตีเฟนเคอร์รีก่อนที่จะมีเคลย์ทอมสันก่อนที่จะมีเควินดูแรนต์หรือเดมอนกรีนก่อนที่จะกลายเป็นทีมที่เข้ารอบเพลย์ออฟมา6ปีติดและคว้าแชมป์มาแล้วถึง3ครั้งในรอบ4ปีGolden State Warriors ก็เคยผ่านยุคมืดอันแสนยาวนานมาเหมือนกันเจสัน ริชาร์ดสันคือชายที่จุดประกายไฟเริ่มต้นความสว่างไสวท่ามกลางเส้นทางอันมืดมิดของทีม Golden State Warriors
So just ease into it.
Okay.
Just chill. So first of all, we're very glad to have you here in Thailand doing all this stuff with the junior NBA program and everything.
I'm glad to be here.
Just a little bit of introduction. Your NBA time. We do some news and stuff about basketball in general and the NBA.
Okay.
So yeah, just gonna feature you here a little bit.
Nice.
All right. So how has it been so far here?
It's been amazing. I've been having a great time, enjoying the food, enjoying the city, enjoying the culture. I have an amazing experience here. My first time in Thailand.
Okay, so I know that you've been away from the NBA a little bit, but you've been enjoying your time with your family.
Yes.
But what do you miss the most about playing in the NBA at that level?
I mean, I always love basketball. I don't miss that part of basketball, playing the game. I think it's the camaraderie of being with the guys in the locker room, going to dinner, the jokes we play on each other, just being that bonding of, being in the NBA with the guys, other guys on the team where they might have been your old teammates, seeing them, talking to them. I think, talking to a lot of former players, I think that's what we all miss. More than basketball, we just miss being around each other.
Yeah, so like after you retire, you still keep up with your older teammates and stuff? Right?
Yeah, I do. We always keep in contact, especially now with the social media. We all following each other. Talked to Gilbert Arenas the other day. Talked to Baron Davis a couple of weeks ago. Even like Draymond Green, we was talking on the phone and we was trying to talk and we find out that he was in Tokyo and I was landing in Tokyo to come here. So it's just good to just keep up with the guys.
So aside from citing your injuries during that retirement phase, you also mentioned about family as well.
Mm-hmm.
How important was it during when you were playing about juggling between wanting to be with your family and playing as well?
It was hard, especially as you get older, your kids get older, and you start missing a lot of things. You start missing, the plays, the practices, the games, the teacher conference. You start to realize that it was more to life than basketball. I think every guy gets to that age where they realize that, yes, they love the game of basketball, but when you have kids and you have a family, that they become more important.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I actually, that's really stuck to me. I read it in some interviews about when you were retiring, that there's more to life than basketball. For you, when was that? What was there a specific moment where you realized that, yeah, it really is more to life than basketball? I can't just keep on doing this all the time. And how important is that for a professional player to actually feel that moment?
I think it's very important because you got to have an identity after basketball. And they used to have a saying: "There's nobody's defeated on Father Time." In that sense, where basketball comes to an end, and even seeing the articles with Kobe. Kobe talked about how important his family is, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's coming back to the big three. He's coming back to the big three," and he shut that down quickly. It's like, no, I gave it everything I had. 20 years, I'm done. Mm-hmm. And it just make you realize, how important your family is, because basketball is only a short period of your life. Mm-hmm. And you have the rest of your life you have to live.
All right. So we saw your son is here.
Yeah.
So like, your daughter is also a very good player as well.
Yes.
Do you is that something they just pick up being around you, or is that something you really want them to do as well?
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't want them to do it. I don't want to do it. My daughter, she picked up basketball at a late age in the 8th grade. And, she came to me, she said her dream was to play D1 basketball. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's her dream. And she didn't meet her dream, but she's actually playing D2 basketball, but she's still playing basketball. My second child, my oldest son, he is a basketball fanatic. And he loves it. From Kobe Bryant was his favorite player. When I was playing, it was hard for me to touch, but that's Kobe. But You know, he loves the game. His favorite player right now is Kyrie Irving. He want to play in the NBA. I don't push it on him. I don't train him. I just let him be a kid and love the game. I hope he can achieve his goal. I can help him out as much as I can when he want me to help him out. But I just want him to be a good person. And that's the same thing with my younger son, too. Just, you know, you don't have to be a basketball player. You don't have to follow my footsteps. I just want you to be a good person.
So, like, what's been the key? Are there any other key advices you have for your kids going towards being a basketball player?
I think my biggest thing is hard work. I always, you know, thought that's the way how I got into the NBA. I was never the most skilled player on my high school team, my college team, even some of my teams in the NBA. I wasn't the most skilled player. I just always worked. I had to work to get a jump shot. I had to work hard to learn how to dribble the ball. I could always jump, but it's more to the game than just jumping and dunking. So to my kids, I always teach them this hard work. This hard work always pays off. If you work hard, you can achieve anything in life.
Okay. So earlier in the video review, we mentioned about how you value being a team together.
Mm-hmm.
That was later in your Warriors years, the We Believe team. Obviously, that was very important. How fun? Can you go through those few seasons a little bit? Like, how fun was it? Do you think it really started what the culture is today, something like that?
I think it did. I'm not discrediting the team that's there right now. Those guys are amazing, but I think we were kind of the fire starters. You know, Oakland, San Francisco Bay Area, they always had amazing fans. We just didn't have a team to win games. But they was always supportive the years I was there. They always appreciated how hard I played the game, how much dedication I had to winning. And it was just an amazing feeling when we finally made it to the playoffs. It was the first time in my career. It was the first time in 14 years or 15 years, whatever it was, for the Bay Area to make it. And it's just one of those things it's hard to explain because it was so much fun. It was so much energy. It was always going to be a part of my life. I'm always going to remember that moment.
So just a couple. What are the sacrifices that you have to make to being a professional athlete in general? Not even a basketball player, it's just a professional athlete.
As a professional athlete, I mean, there's so many. I mean, it's things that, you know, it's dedication. I mean, you have to be really dedicated to it. As a kid, my thing was I knew it was only a certain amount of people that was going to be able to make it to the NBA. So my dedication was getting up at 5 in the morning as a kid on my own. Mm-hmm. You know, just going outside on my own to work out. I always felt like if I worked out, somebody else wasn't. And then so that drove me crazy. Like, I need to go work out. I think, you know, that was the biggest thing, dedication. When, you know, your friends are in the house playing video games, I was at the park playing basketball. So I just dedicated myself to the sport, and I think it kind of paid off.
So like you've been with the kids for a day or two already, right? Mm-hmm. What would be your advice for some of these Thai kids to be if they wanted to move on to being a professional athlete as well?
The same thing. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. We went to an all-girls school yesterday, and it was amazing to see their energy. So along with hard work, the passion for it. And these girls just had the passion for basketball, and they were actually really good basketball players. And so when you have that dedication, that passion together, and the love for the game, I think everything helps out and it turns out the best for you.
With this particular dunk. Oh! Okay. Dominique is back alive. He's in the building. Dominique is back.
We've seen you do a lot of crazy dunks throughout your playing years.
Yeah.
Do you think you had a couple more tricks that you might have wanted to pull out while you were still, you still had those?
All my tricks were out the book. I had nothing else. And I think for me, you know, dunking was always something I loved. I did it with a passion. I used to love watching the Saturday night dunk contest and stuff like that. And, you know, you get into the dunk contest, and for me, it was me out there just being a kid again. I didn't see the crowd, I didn't see the cameras. It was just me in that realm. And I was like, I've been doing these dunks all my life, so this is going to be easy. But, you know, people always ask me, what can they do to make the dunk contest better? And I think people just have a passion for just doing it. You know, and I think, you know, was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago now, with Aaron Gorin and Zach LaVine. In my opinion, was one of the best dunk contests I've ever seen. I mean, those guys pull out dunks I never could ever attempt in my life. So I think it's just good to see guys like that still wanting to do it, still coming out there competing, you know, having their own flair to their dunks. I think it's amazing.
Right. I think that's all. Thank you very
All right,
much.
no
That was
problem.
fun.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Thank you.
All right.
No problem. Actually, now that I got these here,
Yeah.
I can just sign these.
Yeah, of course.
I have to do these.
Yeah, you did. These are archives for these ones. Man, you called Slam and got these reprinted. These are brand new.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, is it? I'll just.
You gotta.
No.
Yes, you got a piece of paper somewhere? Napkin or something? Thank you. Yeah, you know what? No, the ink had to come out. So. Sorry. No, you fine. There you go.
Alright.
Yeah, I've done that.
This one's the oldest. It's tearing up already.
Oh.
You dived into your collection. I had to.
Yeah, that's up all night looking for these.
I think this was the first slam
Yeah.
article I was in. Wow. That is funny.
Thank you so much.
Wow. I've been back